Are you and your family planning to make a move to Toronto and wonder what's the cost of living in this city? Then you're in the right place. Stay tuned to the end of this video as I walk you through the more detail of what's the cost from the grocery to transportation, childcare, education, extra program for you and your family. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Kwali and I'm the real estate agent working in Toronto, Vaughan, and many other cities within the Greater Toronto area for the last almost a decade, and I absolutely love it. In this channel, I would love to showcase all the in and the out, the pro and the con, the good and the bad of living in Toronto, Vaughan, or many other cities within the Greater Toronto area. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and push the notification bell so that you don't miss every time our team releases a new video every week. So without further ado, let's dive in the nitty and gritty of all the expense in Toronto. So first, let's start with the grocery shopping. So when it comes to grocery shopping, Toronto offers a wide range of options from local small market to a large supermarket chain. So the other day I was at the Highland Farm shopping for the groceries. So let's take a tour with me at the Highland Farm.
So a box of fresh strawberry costs $3.99. Let me pick which one. I'm gonna check it out. The fresh nectarine is $3.99 per pound. This is our family favorite. This is blackberry, one box costs $2.99. Oh, I love this one. And this one, golden berry, $3.99 per box. I'm gonna get two. This is regular banana, 99 cents per pound. Or if you want organic, it's $1.19 per pound. So I'm gonna get this. So for example, for rice, this bag, product of Thailand, white rice, 8 kilograms, it costs $24.99. This is what our family usually use. So for egg, for example, a box of 12 egg, it costs $5.99. And if you wanna buy the organic one, similar size in a box of 12, it costs $8.99. So for milk, for example, my son, they like chocolate milk. Well, it costs similar, but chocolate milk, the box of 2 liter costs $5.99, and the regular milk 1% costs $5.29. For example, a loaf of bread like this one right here is $3.89. Look really fresh. Portuguese bread. So for example, a bag of spaghetti, 900 grams, costs $2.69. And about wine, at Highland Farm they also sell wine. So for example, this bottle right here is $17. You want to have a pink, crispy rosé pink, $13.95. There's a lot of option here.
So like I mentioned above, Toronto have many options in terms of where to shop for grocery, from a much higher end shopping grocery stores such as Whole Foods, Highland Farm, which is I just took you on the tour, Copa, Loblaw, to more economical stores such as Walmart, No Frill, Fresco, Food Basic. Also, there's a neat trick for you to shop for some of the essential items such as bread, seasoning, dry good. You can grab those items from dollar stores such as Dollarama or Bulk Barn. And another tip that I would love to share with you how to save money on grocery shopping is an app called Flip. Let me show you on the screen right here. So this is the platform, the app, and by the way, you should download it on your cell phone. It showcases many coupon, like a weekly coupon from a lot of retail partners that you can find in here. And it's everything in one place. And the nice thing about this app is that you can use a coupon, let's say from Walmart, while you shop at Food Basic, and basically they can do a price match. So basically you can just pick one store and show them the coupon of the same item of the other store, and that store can match and save you a lot of money on grocery shopping. I'd love to show you also another website where it shows average cost per category, the website named numbeo.com. So right here, this is the website that we use it as a reference. So you can enter the city that you want to understand about the cost of living. For example, right now we're talking about Toronto. So for example, Toronto right here, it showcases all the costs per category. So for example, shopping list, we have all this item on the list here. This is the average cost. Now let's talk about the gas price in Toronto. So gas price is fluctuating. So I'm showing you as of today when I shoot this video, how much the price of gas costs. So today, July 26th, as the time that I shoot this video, the gas price is 168.9 cents per liter. However, sometimes we using a website called Gas Buddy to hunt down for where the cheapest gas station in Toronto. So you can see it here. It outlines some of the cheaper gas stations across the city. If you are a Costco member, if you have a Costco membership, depending on the location of the Costco. For example, they have one here in Warden Avenue in Scarborough. Right now, it's 157.9 cents per liter. So it's cheaper to buy gas at Costco compared to the other gas station. For movie enthusiasts, Toronto have a variety of theatre for you to choose from. First of all, let's explore how much it costs to buy a ticket at Cinema Cineplex. So you can see it here for Cinema Cineplex ticket in this year pricing. Let me show you the table right here. Well, depending what type of theater you join, either a regular movie or an IMAX theater or Ultra AVX or 3D. So for example, regular ticket for a child is cost $8.99. For an adult, like a general ticket, $12.90, and for senior is $9.99. But if you want to check it out, 3D video is cost a bit extra. So you can take a look at this website and in this table right here. So living in Toronto, you definitely benefit from the world-class museum and art gallery. So let me take you through some famous spot of museum and art gallery in Toronto, and let's see how much it costs to buy a ticket to get in. So first, let's explore Royal Ontario Museum and see how much it costs. So for ROM, shortcut for Royal Ontario Museum, the general adult ticket costs $26, and if there's a special exhibition such as T-Rex, it costs $39, and the special art section, Being and Belonging, which showcase the woman artists from Islamic world, it costs $35. For the child, it's $16, and you can see all the price right here for the special exhibition. For senior, general ticket costs $21. For student, if you can show the student card, it costs $20. And for youth from 15 to 19 years old, costs $20. Next, let's explore the Art Gallery of Ontario and see how much the ticket costs. So actually, it's very affordable. For the annual pass, for you to enjoy unlimited visit, costs $35. And for 25 and under, actually you can get in for free. And but if you just buy a one-time admission ticket, it already costs $30. So I think might as well buy it at $35 to have an unlimited access. And by the way, if every Wednesday night from 6 to 9 p.m., you also have anybody can have access free for like a collection of gallery at AGO. Toronto is a hub for live music and concert. So let's explore how much it costs for a concert or the live music in Toronto. So for example, you can check it out on the website gig.ca to see what's coming up for the future live concert or live music. For example, right now, the most popular one in Toronto is Drake live concert in October 7 at Scotiabank Arena. So let's explore how much it costs per ticket. So it's really depend on where your seat is. So for example, as it's closer to the stage, you can see it here, listing is from 1,127. It also like 1,498. So the further you are, the cheaper the ticket. So a section, let's say further from the stage, it costs on average $670. And if you have a family with kids and you want to send your kid to after school or the weekend recreation program, a sport, a dance, music, then it costs you extra dollar. So let me show you the website from the city called eFun, which offer a very affordable class from the city. So like I mentioned to you earlier, this is the website. You can go into toronto.ca, explore and enjoy recreational. You will be able to get this website. And from here, how to register for the class. So first of all, you have to create an account. And after you create an account, you can go into this website right here, eFun. So it's efun.toronto.ca, and you start searching for all the program. It also have a summer camp program as well. So like I mentioned earlier, it's very affordable to take a lesson for your child from the city. So right now, I show you just an example. 8-class private swimming lesson costs $372. So it's very affordable compared to if you take a swimming class from a private vendor. Or some of the class even free, didn't cost you anything. For example, this one right here, youth basketball for 13 to 15 years old is basically free. But for non-resident, it costs $102. Or if you were an adult and you're new to Canada, you definitely need to try how to skate. And right now, the city offer for 18 years old and over a free skating lesson for a beginner. But of course, the space is not available, so you better watch out for the next schedule and register early as the spot is limited. Next, let's dwell into the cost of public transportation in Toronto. So for the single ride ticket in TTC, it costs for adult $3.35. Youth from 13 to 9 years old costs $2.40. And for senior who is over 65 years old costs $2.30. For anybody from 0 to 12 years old can ride for free. So this is a single fare which allows you to go one way on TTC without the transfer. Now next for the Presto card, which is a reloadable card, you can save a little bit of money. For adult it costs $3.30, youth $2.35, and senior $2.25. And here you can also have a list of the one ride printable ticket and 2 ride ticket, and you can also buy a day pass as well. But keep in mind that when you pay your fare using a Presto card or ticket, you can get a 2-hour transfer that allow you to enter and exit the TTC as much as you like within those 2-hour period. You can also buy a monthly pass. So for example, if you buy upfront like the 12-month pass, for adult it costs $143, senior and youth costs $117.45. For the just general monthly pass, for adult it costs $156, and senior and youth it costs $128.15. The post-secondary monthly pass, it saves you a little bit of money. It costs $128.15. So you can take a look at this website right here, ttc.ca, for a complete list of the ticket for your choice of option, whether you go with general TTC pass or a Presto card. Owning a car in Toronto and how much it costs. Owning a car in Toronto is not cheap at all. So it's really depending on whether you buy the car outright or you're financing it. It also depending on the maintenance cost. Whether it's an old car or a new car, the maintenance costs vary for oil change or fixing any broken things. And then also another big cost of owning a car is the insurance. And by the way, it's a mandatory cost, mandatory to have an insurance in Toronto. So it's really depending on the model of the car, the mileage of the car, and also depending on your driving experience, how long have you got the driver license, and whether your driving history, whether you have any accident or not. And also, depending on the location of your address, the car insurance cost can vary. So keep in mind, on average, it may cost you between 1,000 to 2,000 to pay for the car expense per month, including all the gas, insurance, and maintenance and financing costs. And now, if you own a car and you need to drive around and find parking, how much is the parking fee in Toronto? Parking costs might be very expensive, especially in downtown Toronto. So depending on the location and which parking facility you use, for example, it's relatively cheaper to use the green P. So for example, recently I parked for an hour at Yonge and Finch, along Beecroft Road. An hour it cost me $3. Usually a green P is where you can find the parking meter and park on the street if you're able to find any spot. So another example is that when our family went out for a concert, and for 4 hours we parked on the street, pay at the green P, it cost us $17.50 for 4 hours. However, some of the spots, like the private parking spot in Toronto where a parking spot are limited, they can charge you to the sky. For example, it cost me to park for 2 hours at the private parking spot in downtown Toronto on Adelaide Street. It's $20 cash. Let me show you another example here where you can park at the parking at Eaton Centre, a large shopping mall in downtown Toronto. So for Monday to Friday, every 15 minutes, it costs $4.25. If you park 2 hours and above, it costs you $28. And so you can find even a daily rate right here. Early bird enter 5 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. It costs $24. Evening flat rate between midnight to 5 a.m. it costs $15. And then the price vary if you park during the weekend or overnight. So you can see here that it's really costly to park a car in Toronto. Next, let me show you how much it costs for your phone bill, internet bill, and other utility. Basically, I'm using this website again, numbeo.com, as a guide, but keep in mind the actual cost might vary. And so, for example, the basic utility for electricity, heating, cooling, water, garbage, for an average 85 square meter apartment, it costs $201.98. The mobile phone with a phone plan plus the data, about 10 gig per month, costs $58.96. Again, the plan might vary depending on what provider you use and what promotion they have. You can choose among either Roger or Bell or Fido. And for internet, for unlimited data, it costs $73.64. And similar to the mobile phone plan, depending on who's the provider, either Roger or Bell, the cost might slightly vary. Another cost that you should pay attention to if you have a child and if you go to work and you need to send him or her to a daycare, on average it costs for preschool or kindergarten, a full day, a private for one child, it costs on average $1,458. If you send him or her to the international primary school, 1 year it costs per child on average $26,895. Now next, let's talk about the cost of rental in Toronto. So according to a report from rental.ca, the latest report for July 2023, in Toronto, it costs on average for one bedroom $2,572, and for two bedroom it costs on average $3,301. Now let's discover how much it costs to buy a home in Toronto. Let's take a look at the June 2023 stat number right here. So if you can see it here on the graph, for detached, on average, it costs over $1.9 million to own a detached home. Semi-detached, it costs over $1.398 million. For owning a townhome, it costs over 1.32 million, and a condominium, it costs over 784,000. So now if you own a home in Toronto, let's discuss how much it costs for the property tax on an annual basis. So if you take a look at this website right here from the city, toronto.ca, 2023 property tax rate, you can have all the rate right here. But to keep it simple, how your property tax bill is calculated is based on multiplying the current year phase-in property assessment value as determined by the Municipal Property Assessment Corporation with the City Building Fund levy and the education tax rate as set by the government of Ontario. So to keep it simple, if your property assessed value is $695,268, basically you pay $4,632.39. Now you have pretty much not the exhausted list, but pretty much almost the main item, main cost of living in Toronto, from meal, grocery shopping, public transportation system, a childcare, to a rental apartment versus owning a home. But by all means, this list is not an exhausted list. So if I do miss any item, do leave me a comment in the section below. I would love to share with you much more detail based on the item that you're looking for. I hope this video is helpful for you to have a big picture of how much it costs to live in Toronto before you and your family decide to make a move to this vibrant city. But of course, it's not cheap at all to live in Toronto. You do need to pay for your basic needs such as grocery, housing, accommodation, transportation. However, city of Toronto seems never sleep. Like, it's such a diverse, active and vibrant city, and there are many free things to do around the city of Toronto. So do make sure to check out my next week video where I showcase at least 20 free things you can do and enjoy with your family in Toronto. Thank you so much for watching this video and following along and allowing me to make an impact in your life. See you in the next video.